Peoples, Kyushu92 here with yet another One Piece chapter reaction and review. This might be up a little bit later than normal, mainly because I got home really early from work and I said, yeah, let's go to sleep so that way I can wake up bright and early and fully rested instead of, working through a whole shift, staying up, and then trying to make a video. Because it wouldn't have looked good. I wouldn't have felt good either. Because sometimes whenever I make videos after directly coming from work, I don't have as much energy, even though it looks like I do. So it's best for me to, get rest and then make videos for you guys. So I'm fully rested. I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. So with that being said, let's move on to today's chapter. So it's chapter 950. We are 50 more chapters away from One Piece having 1,000 chapters. Just think about that for a sec. These chapters are going to fly on by, and then pretty soon we're going to be at 1,000 chapters of One Piece. And I've been doing this for a minute, so I actually cannot wait for this. So I'm looking at the cover for Weekly Shonen Jump, and we got all the characters who will soon be in One Piece Stampede. We got Law, we got Sabo, we got Hancock, we got Lucci, and we got Luffy. And they're all in kimonos, looking like they want to look, as if they was already in the Wano arc. It'd be funny if we see Lucci and Hancock, but we probably, more than likely, we won't. So, with that being said, we got chapter 950, The Soldier's Dream, and we have some cover page art here. Short-term cover story, serial volume 24, the Gangbang family, or Gangbang. I want to reunite with my twin sister Lola. Oh snap, Chiffon is going to be looking for her sister. That'll be interesting. I wonder what'll happen when they reunite with one another. Because it's been a minute since they last seen each other. Like, since she ran away because Chiffon didn't want, since Lola didn't want to get married to the giant prince Loki. So it'd be interesting to see how that whole dynamic will go once they meet up with one another. Alright, moving on. His allies' whereabouts. Oh, and we cut back to flashbacks. To Kid. Are you going to fight Kaido again? And then we're seeing Luffy say, want to team up? Absolutely not, you idiot. And we have Metal floating around. Oh, snap. Kid is about to... Ooh, do we finally get to find out his Devil Fruit ability now? Whew. But the metal is starting to come back to him. And it's starting to reform his big old metal arm. You saw what happened to my partner. And then he's looking mad. He's got like a massive metal hand now. I'm done making alliances. I'll never trust anyone else again. Oh. And he bursts right out. Oh, this is the first time we see an image of Scratchman, of Apu. Even though we don't actively see him, we just see a flashback of him. So, I'm done making alliances. I'll never trust anyone else again. The fact that I didn't kill you today. Think of it as me being generous. And then, after he breaks out, he makes his metal arm shrink down to a more normal size. Let's go, Killer. We will walk our own path. We're gonna go get our comrades back. So, Killer and Kid, they left. They're gone. Udon inside the prisoner mine. A pirate? The Straw Hat Man is a pirate just like Kaido? Yes, but also no. We cannot trust a pirate. There is no telling when he would decide to betray us. Out of all the possible allies, why did you have to bring someone like him here? Oh, and everyone's speaking to all the people who are kind of against siding with Luffy in this. But Raizo says, there are many pirates in this world. They are all different. And Grandpa Hiyu says, you will understand once you get to know him. He is no liar. This man is the key to defeating Kaido. How troubling. They have gotten their spirits back, but it is still not enough.
In any case, are you really claiming that you came from 20 years in the past? You have always looked like an old man, Raizo. Maybe this is just natural aging for you.
Huh? Is that an indirect insult? Where did Straw Hat Man go? Interesting. Where did Luffy go?
Tama, it's too dangerous for you to be here.
Oh. Luffy's actually speaking to Tama. Tama, it's too dangerous for you to be here.
I apologize, big bro. But I am so glad that you are okay. What do you mean? He looks like he's dying. Don't touch him! I'll definitely find an antibody for him. I can't believe you acted all tough and pretended that virus didn't work.
Because I was thinking that the virus acted in the same way as Magellan's poison, but a poison is completely different than a virus, as one of the commenters on my last One Piece video has pointed out to me. So thank you for, drawing that line for me there, because I was just thinking, oh, Luffy, he's been poisoned before, so that makes him immune to a virus. Oh, how naive I was. But
I can't believe you acted all tough and pretended that the virus didn't work.
I bit my tongue. Don't care.
You're in pain, aren't you? Why don't you ever think about the consequences? Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry. It hurts. Save me, please. Oh, wow. Luffy looks slightly emancipated. I don't know if that's the imaging of the poison working on him or the way the lines are drawn on him, but he kind of looks a little bit thinner.
Luffy may be an idiot, but he's also quite amazing. I would never have been able to do all this.
Man, you really are an idiot. A coward, a weakling, and a scaredy cat. You're totally useless.
Silence, you insolent barbarian! I do not have to say such... You do not have to say such words! Such harsh words! You will get infected if you touch him, Momo! Get out of here already, Momo!
Ooh.
The one they are waiting for is you!
Oh, and he tosses a boulder at Momo to get him from the hiding spot, because apparently all the prisoners were waiting for him or something?
Yeah, stop it, you fool! You're going to kill me!
And everyone looks at him. Huh? And all the soldiers, why do I keep saying soldiers? All the prisoners, they immediately drop to their knees as soon as they see him with tears in his eyes. Lord Momonosuke, I see what we were missing. Thank goodness you are safe! The thing I see what we were missing was a dream. They needed a goal to aim for in order to fight. But every single one of those prisoners immediately bow their heads before Momonosuke.
The one they are seeing is not me. The one they are seeing right now is without a doubt my father, who bore the weight of all of Wano, the great shadow of the Kozuki. I have never felt this much weight on my shoulder. It's kind of hard to read the words on this one panel, because it's black words right on top of drawn images of people. So trying to see the lines between these words is kind of tricky. I've never felt this much weight on my shoulder. Do not back down now, Momonosuke. Okay, I can read it actually, okay. I want all of you to listen to me. I want you to know everything that happened on that day. What happened in Udon Castle, and why we are here before you now.
Yes!
I am relieved to see Lord Momonosuke standing so proud, but I am needed elsewhere right now. I will definitely reunite with everyone before the final battle.
I see. All right. And this is Kawamatsu talking to Raizo right now. Oh, snap! Ooh, shooting doji! Wano country Kuri. This is 20 years. Believing in an impossible tale, as if reaching for the stars. What a difficult task it was. It all culminated 10 years ago. Because Kinemon and Inuarashi are there with them. Having grown impatient, they headed to Onigashima, and every last one of them paid for it with their lives. They're at a massive graveyard. Like, it stretches on almost all the way to the hills in the back of the panel. There's a lot of people who died trying to go to Onigashima without them. It has been 10 years already. It has been 10 years already. We are growing old. We will not have any strength left if we wait the whole 20 years. And this is a flashback to when before they went. There is no guarantee that they will even return, and yet you still want us to wait? Believe in them. Kinemon and the others will definitely return, along with Lord Momonosuke. We have no food because we refuse to serve Orochi. We will die from sickness and disease before we even get the chance to fight. Oh, and they're going up against them. That's Kaido's army! They destroyed the well! And the gifters are just laughing at it. They burned our crops! We are at our limit, Shutenmaru! Stop it, you will all die a dog's death. There is no way we can win unless we gather a large army under the name of the Kozuki. At the very least, let us die with swords in our hands. If we're going to die anyway, I would rather die as a samurai. Please, do not stop us! And I guess we found out what happened. Do you remember? Back when we were kids? A test of courage, as we used to call it. It is because we, as humans, treasure ourselves that we become afraid. Throw away the name and throw away the wits. All we need to do is to empty our brains and charge in mindlessly. TN. This was previously translated as snatch before a meaning was given. Sunachi is an abbreviation of throw away thy name and wits. Raise your voices, everyone. Sunachi! Oh, they got in boats and then they sailed off to Onigashima. Come back, I beg of you. Please, come back. And he's got, Shuten's got tears in his eyes. And I guess this big old graveyard that we're looking at is the result of what happened. But the fact that here's one thing I'm wondering. Oh, no. Never mind. I was thinking, like, how'd they get the bodies back in order to bury him? And then I'm thinking, maybe they didn't get the bodies back. And these gravestones are just to... Felt like something. It was in my mouth for a second. But I didn't even eat anything. Oh, it's in between my tooth. How? Sorry, this distracted me for a moment. I can't even tell where it is now. But I was thinking that maybe they brought the bodies back, but no. Maybe they just made these graves because no one came back. And they couldn't account for the bodies. Why did it require 20 years? I am sure we will understand once this is all over. I'm sure we will understand once this all ends. There is most definitely a reason. Then Shutenmaru pulls out a sword. I cannot doubt, Lord Odin. Hey everyone, gather up. In 8 days' time, on the night of the Fire Festival, we will march to Onigashima under the name of the Kozuki and exact our revenge. We will take the head of the Pyro Kaidet. The Pyro Kaidet. That makes no sense. The Pirate Kaido. And Shogun Orochi. Come with us if you have the resolve. Of course, boss! We've been waiting a long time for this day.
We will not let Lord Yasuye's death go to waste.
Ashura, you lot are still the same as back then, right, Kinemon? In the past, we were the same age, but we had 20 years to become stronger. Right, Inu?
That's right. Be quiet, you geezers. Make sure you do not drag us down. What did you call me?
Hey, stop that. How is anyone supposed to stop a fight between the Red Scabbards?
In a forest just outside the flower capital. Who is this? Are these these look like some of the ninja from the Oniwa Banshu, and they're getting cut down by Zoro? Yo, Zoro's going in. He done cut down 2 people already, and then he done cut down another one.
You swine.
And then he just sheaths his sword. Oh, deep within the forest, the Enma shrine. Tien, Enma is the god of the underworld in the Buddhist religion. Was that all of them? Seriously, how many ninjas can there possibly be? And then the door slides open,
My apologies. I was just in your way, right?
Yeah, well, in any case, don't worry about it. I'd be too ashamed to see Momonosuke if I let you die.
Oh, it's Hiyori! Oh, he was protecting Hiyori the whole time because she was inside the shrine.
Anyway, are we gonna return to that snowy house?
As long as we can hide ourselves, it doesn't matter where it is. I am more worried about Otoko right now. I hope she is all right. She's with my
friends, so she'll be fine. Well, physically at least. More importantly, I need to go back to the place where the guy who stole my sword is.
Of course, I will take you there. That was at Ringo's Oihagi Bridge, right?
I need it before the final battle.
A man like you could never know the true value of Shisue.
I won't feel right if I don't have it by my waist. I can't forgive Orochi. I will definitely avenge Tonoyasu.
I wish I could kill Orochi with my own hands.
And Hiyori's crying right now. The Flower Capital. Oh, we're back here. And you know what? I had a feeling we were gonna see more of Basil Hawkins. And Diaz Drake. That I was not expecting. But Basil Hawkins, I was already practicing his voice when I was at work last night. So I was just thinking, what have you been up to? You're acting strange. No, it's nothing. Let's wrap this up quickly. Yeah, this should be straightforward. You might as well make things easier and just spill the beans. This guy is connected to the Straw Hat crew. What exactly are your plans here in Wano? I'll get every last word out of your mouth. And the way it looks, the fighting that was gonna happen between Law and Hawkins, it looks like Hawkins came out the victor. Because Law is in chains, and he's just staring menacingly and smiling at Hawkins and Drake, just like a D. Even in the face of death, they still smile. A Fearless Law, chapter 950 end. Okay. I was happy in a few seconds, but now I've grasped the gravity of the situations. Now Law is captured. And apparently, it's not Usopp that they're going to be trying to get information from. They're trying to get it from Law. I remember that talk that we were having in the last stream I did. Not the last stream from Hockey, but the Reflections, I think. I'm trying to remember which one, where we were talking about who would get captured and then who would spill the beans, and whether it was going to be like, Usopp's test of courage and test of resolve and how much he trusted his family and everything. So he's trusted his crew and everything. So it had me thinking. But no, it looks like they're going to be trying to interrogate Law. But with that being said, let's go over the top of this chapter. So, overall, we have Luffy being treated by Chopper, which we know Chopper's going to find a cure for him because Chopper is pretty much that smart to try and figure it out. Then we have Momonosuke finally standing before all the prisoners who've been waiting on him, who all immediately drop to their knees and start to, be thankful that he's actually there. And then we cut to... Then we cut to Shutenmaru, who shows him the grave of all the people who tried to go to Onigashima before the appointed time. And it's a massive graveyard of all the people who never came back. And it's a big graveyard, too. But after Shutenmaru was discussing everything that had transpired going to Onigashima, he ends up joining up with the rest of them in their alliance. So now they got Shutenmaru joining in their crew, and we got Momonosuke talking to the prisoners over at Udon, and more than likely they're going to join in the crew as well. So their alliance is going to grow even bigger. Then we cut to the forest just outside the Flower Capital, where Zoro is cutting down most of the ninja that are part of the Oniwa Banshu, just easily. And this is a man who is not even at his best. He doesn't have Shisui, yet he's cutting down everybody. And he's still the more I look at this panel, I'm just now noticing that there's a lot of dead ninja just sitting in the forest now. There's one hooked up on a tree. There's two of them underneath that tree. There's one at the stairs of the Enma Shrine. There's two more beside him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not including the guy that's actually part of the Oniwa Banshu. He's just casually killing these guys. Now, of course, we know Zoro's strong. We don't need to worry about him needing Shisui in order to be at his best. But he's at his best when he has 3 swords. But to see him just easily cut down Ninja. The fact that he's able to cut down Ninja just shows that being a ninja will not help you in any situation take on Zoro. No amount of stealth or shadowy tactics will help. He can sense you. It's crazy how he can just easily take down Ninja. Because aren't ninjas supposed to be the opposite? And they're supposed to be assassins that can take down people silently? And you can't even take down Zoro. What hope do you have in taking down the rest of the Straw Hats? But he's still lamenting over the fact that Gyuki Maru still has his sword, and Hiyori's going to take him to Ohaigi Bridge in order to find Gyuki Maru and get that sword back. What I am actually hoping is that when we finally see Gyuki Maru again, we finally learned a bit more history about Ryuma and the sword itself and why they're both regarded as a national treasure. Yes, I remember when I first talked about that in the chapters when Gyuki Maru actually disappeared after taking his sword. But I'm really hoping that we find out a little bit more about Ryuma and why he and his sword are regarded as a national treasure. Find out who he was when he was growing up. Sure, there's an offshoot chapter. There's an offshoot story about Ryuma elsewhere. I still need to read that. But it'd be interesting to see just what role Ryuma would play in the One Piece world. And maybe we'll see Zoro actually go all out and maybe open up that eye of his. I don't know if it's closed because it got slashed over or it's closed because of some other reason. I don't know. Because we never really we have never found out why there's a scar over his eye and why he keeps it closed. Maybe he's blind in that one eye. I don't know. But hopefully we get to find out more about what goes on with that sword, what's going to happen after the prisoners leave Udon, because afterwards, where are they supposed to go next? Are they supposed to rendezvous with Kinemon and the others? Because I'm just wondering that. And now I'm also wondering what's going to happen to Big Mom when she finally comes face to face with Kaido. Because there have been because here's the thing. When Big Mom and Kaido got the newspaper from Big News Morgan saying that Luffy was going to be the next the 5th emperor, she was talking about, meeting up with Kaido and talking, and then Kizaru was talking to Sakazuki, Akainu, and saying, hey, you want me to go over there and squash that? And they wanted to meet up with one another. Well, now they're going to meet up with each other under circumstances that may be beyond Big Mom's control, since, she passed out and she got tranquilized and then bound in sea stone chains, like hundreds of them, because, Big Mom is huge. So it'd be interesting to see that whole dynamic dialogue between two Yonko face to face with one another. We haven't seen that since Shanks and Whitebeard. And we haven't heard of it since Shanks and Kaido on the way to Marineford War. So it'd be interesting to see just how this transpires. So let me know what you guys thought of this chapter as a whole. I thought this was a really good chapter. It's good to see that Momonosuke is finally face to face with all the people who have been waiting for him for the last 20 years. It's good to see that Shuten Maru has now decided to join the alliance. It's good to see that Zoro is still okay and Hiyori is still okay. And they're both going to make their way to Ohaigi Bridge. Oihagi. I don't know why I keep calling it Oihagi. Oihagi Bridge in order to confront Gyuki Maru and get the Shisui back. It'd be interesting to see what transpires after that. And you know what I completely just missed out on, and it just dawned on me? The fact that back at the Flower Capital, Law has now been captured, and Basil Hawkins and Diaz Drake are standing over him, and with him being the one that they're going to interrogate. What's going to happen now? Law can't use his Ope Ope no Mi abilities, because he has the Sea Stone cuffs on. So what's going to happen? Is he going to get tortured? And is he still... I'm just wondering. Is Basil Hawkins going to find... And the fact that Law Law is just smiling at Basil Hawkins just shows you how defiant a D really is. Even when faced with torture, he can still smile in the face of it all. And then Law is just like sitting here with the cuffs just sitting here, crossed armed, just smiling, regardless of the fact of what torture he may endure in order to find out more info about Luffy and the others. But, yeah, that's the end of the chapter. I'm kind of wondering just how long. I mean, we've seen Law endure numerous bits of pain. Like, we've seen him have his entire arm cut off. And then get shot by Doflamingo with bullets made of lead, you know, to symbolize how he shot Rocinante. So we've seen him endure being shot. We've seen him endure having his arm cut off, even though it was a lot more painful for him. But, makes me wonder what's going to happen next, because it doesn't say we're going on break next week, so I'm actually looking forward to the next chapter. But back to what I was saying before, let me know what you thought of this chapter as a whole. I thought it was a really good chapter, and I'm really looking forward to what we're going to get in the next chapter. Can you still believe that we are 50 chapters away from having 1,000 chapters of One Piece? It's crazy, but it's also amazing. There's a reason why it's one of the highest grossing manga of all time. Is why it's the best-selling manga of all time, because people like it and Oda just keeps giving us more. So I cannot wait to see what happens in the next chapter. So I hope you all enjoyed. Cannot wait to see you all in the next video. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later peoples. You thought I was gonna have that box in the background and not show this off? Yo, peoples! And now that I'm looking at it, I might actually do my videos back from this level again, because having it from on high, there's a lot less face, and it's just a lot of me looking like this. So I might go back to doing my videos this way, so you can at least see my facial expressions a lot better. But here's one thing I'm wondering: what happened to Sanji versus Drake? Because Drake is standing with Hawkins. So where did Sanji and them go? Did the Straw Hats escape? I don't know, because it doesn't show us! But let me know your thoughts on this. With that being said, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in the next videos. Have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples!